Welcome to my channel, Old Gold Coins. Today's videos is one you won't miss. We're diving into the world of coins, so let's get it started. The 1970 Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit 1 centime French coin is a small yet historically and culturally significant piece of French numismatic history. It represents not just currency, but also the values and the design philosophy of France during the 20th century. This coin is part of the New Franc series, minted under the Fifth Republic, and carries symbols and inscriptions that reflect France's deep-rooted republican ideals. The phrase Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit, translating to liberty, equality, fraternity, is the national motto of France, and it is prominently inscribed on this coin to reinforce the ideals of the French Revolution and republicanism. The 1 centime coin was minted during a time when France was undergoing economic and political modernization. The Fifth Republic had been established in 1958, and by 1970, President Georges Pompidou was in office. France was experiencing a period of technological progress and post-war recovery, moving towards becoming a key member of the European Economic Community (EEC), the precursor to the EU. The coin's issuance during this time symbolized France's commitment to stability and continuity. Even in small denominations like the 1 centime, the obverse front of the coin features the graceful head of Marianne, the national personification of the French Republic. Marianne is depicted wearing a Phrygian cap, a traditional symbol of liberty. This imagery is deeply connected to the French Revolution and is widely used in various forms of national symbolism in France. The artwork was designed by Oscar Roty, a prominent French medalist and engraver, who gave Marianne a serene and dignified expression that balances beauty with strength. Around the image of Marianne, the words République Française are inscribed, circling the edge of the coin. The elegance of the script and the artistic rendering of Marianne symbolize the republican ideals and cultural refinement that France is known for. The reverse backside of the coin carries the denomination 1 centime along with the year of issue 1970. It is surrounded by sprigs of wheat and olive branches, representing prosperity and peace. These symbols reflect the post-war aspirations of France to achieve growth and harmony domestically and internationally. The national motto, Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit, is displayed in an arc above the denomination, serving as a powerful reminder of the core principles on which the Republic stands. Below the year, you can often find a mint mark in the engraver's signature or initial, typically D for the Paris Mint Money de Paris, where these coins were commonly struck. Composition: aluminium, bronze, primarily aluminum, with some copper, weight approximately 0.7 grams diameter, about 17 Amejad, smooth plain color golden yellow, which may darken or oxidize with age. This coin was lightweight and made of cheap, durable metal, as it was intended for small everyday transactions. Because of its low face value and high mintage, it circulated widely throughout France during the 1970s. In 1970, millions of these coins were produced for circulation. Although it is not a rare coin by numismatic standards, it holds interest for collectors due to its design and historical context. It is often collected as part of a full French coinage series from the New Franc period 1960 to 2001. As of today, the 1971 centime coin is generally of low monetary value due to its large mintage and widespread availability. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially with visible luster and minimal wear, can be slightly more valuable. It remains a popular item among beginner collectors and those interested in 20th century European coinage. Special variants or mint error such as off-center strikes, planchette flaws, or double dice can command higher prices on the collector's market. Even though the 1 centime coin was demonetized in France after the transition to the euro in 2002, its symbolic relevance remains intact. It serves as a tangible artifact of France's economic and political identity in the post-war era. The use of Marianne and the national motto connects modern users with the revolutionary ideals that shaped modern French society. Additionally, its design reflects the balance between aesthetic beauty and functional simplicity that characterizes French numismatics. Conclusion: the 1970 Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit 1 centime coin is more than just a tiny unit of currency. It is a small but mighty piece of French heritage. Its elegant design, national symbolism, and the historical moment it represents make it an enduring piece for collectors and historians alike. While its financial value may be modest, its cultural and historical importance ensures that it remains a cherished piece of France's republican legacy. The 1996 Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit 1 centime coin of France represents one of the last issues of this humble denomination before the Euro era began. This small, lightweight coin might seem insignificant at first glance, but it holds a wealth of cultural, political, and historical significance. Minted under the Fifth French Republic, the 1 centime coin from 1996 not only functioned as a unit of currency but also as a powerful emblem of national identity, republican values, and France's post-war and pre-Euro economic narrative. Bearing the motto Liberté Eagle-eyed Fraternit, meaning liberty, equality, fraternity, echoes the ideals that originated during the French Revolution and remained deeply embedded in French society even in modern times. In 1996, France was part of the European Union and actively preparing for the transition to the euro currency, which would be introduced in 1999 as electronic money and in physical form in 2002. Despite this preparation, the French franc was still in full circulation, and all denominations, including the smallest ones like the 1 centime, were in use. The issuance of the 1996 1 centime coin occurred during the presidency of Jacques Chirac, a time when France was balancing modernization with the preservation of its traditions and republican identity. This coin, although small in value, still served its purpose in everyday commerce and as a symbol of the French Republic. The obverse front side of the coin features Marianne, the national symbol of the French Republic, portrayed in a classical profile wearing a Phrygian cap, a symbol of liberty. Marianne has long been a representation of freedom, democracy, and the people's power in France. Tracing her roots back to the Revolution of 1789, on the 1996 centime coin, she is rendered in a sleek, modernist style that still maintains elegance and simplicity. The inscription Republique Française surrounds her image, asserting the authority and pride of the nation. This side of the coin was engraved by Laurent Joriot, a talented artist who continued the legacy of great French engravers. His rendition of Marianne was used on multiple coin denominations and is widely respected for its harmony between Republican symbolism and modern aesthetics. The reverse back of the coin carries the face value 1 centime, which is clearly visible and centrally placed. Just below this is the year of mintage, 1996. Surrounding the denomination are natural elements, an olive branch and a wheat ear. The olive branch represents peace, while the wheat ear symbolizes prosperity and agricultural strength. These symbols hearken to France's agrarian past and its role as a leader in food production and peaceful diplomacy. The iconic national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, is inscribed along the top curve of the coin in capital letters. This motto has been the cornerstone of French republican philosophy since the 18th century, and its presence on coins reinforces the principles on which the republic is founded. Below the date, one may observe a mint mark or an engraver's signature, usually denoting the money de Paris Mint, which was responsible for producing the majority of French coins. The cornucopia symbol, representing the money de Paris, often appears subtly and is a traditional mark of coinage from that institution. Country France here of issue 1996 value 1 centime 0.01 French franc. Metal composition aluminium, approximately 0.7 grams diameter. 15 mm edge, smooth plane. Color, silvery gray, due to its aluminum composition. Mint. Money de Paris designer Laurent Joriot. The choice of aluminum made the coin very lightweight and inexpensive to produce. Its small size and minimal value often led to it being overlooked or discarded, especially during the late 1990s when inflation reduced its purchasing power dramatically. In practical terms, by 1996, the 1 centime coin was becoming increasingly obsolete. Its real-world purchasing power had dwindled, and it was often left unused in transactions. However, it continued to be minted and circulated for the sake of completeness in the currency system. It was often used in exact pricing or as change in vending and ticket machines, and in rounding practices at some retail points. Despite its declining utility, the 1 centime coin remained a fixture of the monetary system and retained its symbolic importance as a representation of continuity, precision, and historical legacy. Because the 1996 1 centime coin was part of a series that was produced in large quantities, it is not rare or highly valuable on the numismatic market. Most coins in circulated condition sell for only a small premium over face value if any. However, uncirculated or proof versions, especially in mint sets, are more desirable to collectors. Such coins, with their full mint luster and untouched surfaces, can command slightly higher prices. Additionally, collectors often seek these coins to complete full series sets of the Fifth Republic coinage or as part of a last years of the franc collection before the transition to the euro. Coins with minting errors such as off-center strikes or blank planchettes are considerably rarer and can be more valuable, even though it has been demonetized and is no longer legal tender. The 1 centime coin of 1996 represents a closing chapter in the rich tradition of French coinage. It is a reminder of the time before the euro and a physical expression of values that transcend monetary worth. For many French citizens, it evokes memories of childhood, old vending machines, and a time when every coin had some utility no matter how small. As the euro gradually replaced the franc, small denominations like the 1 centime faded from daily life, but they remained culturally and emotionally significant. These coins now serve as souvenirs, teaching tools, and collector's items that preserve the tangible essence of French Republican heritage. Conclusion: the 1996 1 centime Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité coin is a modest yet meaningful artifact of French history. It embodies the enduring values of the Republic through its motto and design, even as it marked the twilight of the French franc. Lightweight, symbolic, and part of a centuries-long lineage of coinage, this coin reflects the resilience and refinement of France's monetary and ideological traditions. Though no longer in use, it remains a miniature ambassador of liberty, equality, and fraternity, three ideals that continue to guide the French Republic today.